You're here. You're here. We are live. You survived through Friday, which is an accomplishment in 2020 to just get through to another Friday. Welcome to another Film Threat watch party. We are about to watch the movie Corona Zombies. I think that the timing of this could not be better. This movie came out in March, right when the lockdown happened. It is sort of a mashup of some older horror movies and some new footage that was shot. Not only is this one of my favorite horror comedies of the year, it's also, oddly enough, has my favorite running time. This movie is 60 minutes of fun. We're going to be joined by the filmmakers and Cody Renee Cameron. I'm so excited. We've never actually met, so we're about to meet on this. It's going to be a lot of fun. Get ready for the Corona Zombies watch party. Hey, I'm Chris Gore. I hope your Friday's going well. Right now, what I need you to do is I need you to go to fullmoondirect.com. Go to fullmoondirect.com. If you go to fullmoonfeatures.com/buy code, just put in this code Cody, C-O-D-Y. If you put in the code Cody, you get a discount. You'll get the Full Moon Features app, and you'll get to watch Corona Zombies. Not only that, there's a whole bunch of other Full Moon films that you can see on there. If you're a big fan of Charlie Band, which I have been for years, his Puppet Master series, among so many other great horror films, Corona Zombies is just one of them. And there's, first of all, I should just invite everybody on who's going to be a part of this party. First, I'd like to invite on Dahlia Schweitzer. Dahlia Schweitzer, who is the author of Going Viral, a book about zombies and outbreaks.
I am the accidental zombie expert.
Yes, accidental. You actually have not seen Corona Zombies. Normally, when we do a watch party with people who've seen the film already.
I know you asked me not to because you wanted my real-time reactions.
Okay, good. This is going to be good. And I have, okay, then this is going to be a lot of fun. I have the movie already queued up, you know, via Full Moon.
I have it. I have it queued up.
There you go. I have the Corona Zombies queued up on my iPad right now. That's right next to me. But I'm excited to talk to the filmmakers involved in this. William Butler, who is been a friend for years. William, first of all, hey, William Butler, welcome.
Chris, do you know how long I've known you? Do you have any idea how long I've known you? I think I've known you since I was like 22 years old.
Oh my God.
You came, when I was roommates with Viggo Mortensen, you came to our house for a Halloween party. That's before Viggo was famous.
I do remember you have legendary Halloween parties that were to the point where you couldn't even do them at your house. You actually had to do them at the club.
Yeah. Yeah. It was too much. It's way too much. Yeah.
But you and I met. Here's okay. It was 1990. So we have known each other for 30 years.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And you were the most dangerous, interesting person that I ever met in my whole life. I absolutely thought you were the most original person that I ever met. And I think you still are. And I'm very happy we're still friends.
Are there, oh, excuse me. Are there going to be Chris Gore secrets spaced out throughout the course of this watch party?
It's so funny you should say that. I was just measuring how much I should share. I don't know how, you know, we were very young back then.
Everything.
Share it all.
Well, I will say this, and hopefully I won't embarrass Chris. On one of my first Halloween parties that I had at the house, we had multimedia screens all around the backyard, and I was standing in the backyard drinking a beer, and I looked up at the multimedia screens, and I saw a gynecological exam going on 25 screens around the backyard, and I was like, what is happening? And they went, Chris Gore from Film Threats here, and he put that tape in there. I don't know if you remember that or not.
I used to have a series of VHS tapes I called room clears. That I would just
well, with my friends, it certainly didn't do it. Like, if anything, I think the crowd doubled after that.
But we met. We should talk about how we met because I'm excited to bring on Cody. I know she's being very patient.
Yes,
in our green room. She's being very patient. But I want to. You and I met on the set of the Tom Savini directed reimagining of Night of the Living Dead, which was shot in Pittsburgh.
Yes, so which was an amazing time. Yes, unbelievable. I can't believe that's where I met you. It seems
that's
like
where we met.
Yeah.
I have pictures. I approve. And not only that, Tony Todd was there, Patricia Tallman. There were a lot of great other actors. You were like this. I mean, you were a kid. I was a kid. I think I'm a little older than you, but like,
no,
it was super fun.
Yeah,
I don't even remember. But like, I played a zombie. I was a featured zombie. I can point. I'm on the back of the laser disc. I know because I have. But you were the star. You were one of the stars of the film, and it's an ensemble thing. And you, I mean, you've got to see the remake. So
yeah, it was a really cool time. I was extremely blessed, and I still am. It's the gift that keeps on giving, because you know, every now and then they pull me out of the mothballs, and here I am on the Film Threat screening party. Well, anyway, let's bring Cody on.
Let's bring Cody on. I want to bring Cody Renee Cameron. Welcome to
my
party. Woo!
Woo! I'm actually on the website trying to buy it because I don't have a copy of it.
Yeah, it took me 15 minutes to pull it up. Hopefully I have it.
First of all, Cody, thank you so much for joining us on this. Your performance in this film, which I have seen several times, is so fun. You take it all in stride. You're very you're funny. You have the right balance of comedy and tension, right?
Thank you.
And not only that, you should find Cody Renee Cameron, follow her on social media. I discovered your Instagram, which is not only, I mean, amazing photography. You have tutorials how to put your pants on, which was most liked video.
If you put on the COVID-15 or the COVID-19, the pounds, you gotta really like jiggle your butt to get them up.
I wear a beekeeper's outfit now, thanks to
I'm rocking a onesie, so you don't even have to wear like pull the butt off to go pee. Woo!
Hey, okay, there you go.
There we are.
More views, more views. Don't make me match that.
But tell us, like, I want to know how you both got involved. You know, Cody, you must know Charlie, and William, you know, I was looking for your name in the credits. Did you write under a pseudonym?
Okay, so here's the story in a nutshell. So I started working for Charlie Band when I was 18 years old. I was a slime jockey at Magical Media Industries, which is MMI, John Beekler's makeup effect shop. Somehow I stumbled from Fresno, California to living in Rome for 5 years, working for Charlie Band at the Empire Studios. He owned a studio in Rome, and we lived there making so many movies: Troll, Ghoulies 2, Robo-Jocks, Arena, Spellcaster, all this stuff. For years and years, I worked for Charlie, and I just love him. And we have maintained our friendship and our certainly working relationship for a long time. And the night before, literally the night before the pandemic broke, and they told us all to stay home, he and I went to go eat dinner, and I pitched to him. I said, I want to do this show that's like Mystery Science Theater, where we, and my original idea was like we project the old, you know, he owns all these great old movies beyond his own catalog. This is what's so great about the Full Moon Features app, is that it has all these weird, like Elsa, She-Wolf of the SS, and it's got all these crazy movies that you never find anywhere. And I said, let me do Mystery Science Theater, where I revoice all the stuff with the Groundlings. You know, there's a comedy troupe in Los Angeles where there's these really funny people who, I said, let's show it and let's record what they do and let's air it and see if people watch it. Well, he said, yeah, I'll think about it. Well, by the time I got home, the news broke that no one could leave the house. So he said to me, okay, well, he called me the next morning. He goes, well, your pitch was a very timely pitch. Congratulations, you've got the green light. So I was very excited and very dancing around. And he said, and I have your first project you're going to do. And I was like, yeah, tell me, boss, tell me. He goes, Corona Zombies. And I went, I said, are you kidding me? Like, we didn't even know what Corona was. He's like, trust me. You'll figure it out. Don't make it offensive. You know, steer clear. Just kind of use the title and make something. And so I think when you see it, that we managed between Charlie and me and Cody and everyone else involved, we managed to steer away from, it's pretty audacious, but we managed to steer it in a direction where you can at least watch it and not burst into tears. So that's basically what happened. And then it's like, we just thought it was a one-off, and we did one, and so many people watched the first episode that it actually, Charlie turned it into basically what's a series that plays every other month on his Full Moon Features app. And we did Corona Zombies. Then we had Leslie Jordan in Barbie and Kendra Save the Tiger King, which Cody's magnificent in. And now we are doing Barbie and Kendra Storm Area 51. It's the funniest, best, most satisfying job I ever had. And that's my pitch. Okay, I'll shut up now. But that's basically what I was completely shocked that he wanted it to be Corona Zombies. And I buried my head in my pillow, but we figured it out. We figured it out.
Oh, and I should mention that we're getting comments that are coming in. I'll post some of the comments here. But
okay.
Cody, how did you get involved? I'm going to just post some of these comments. People just want to say hi.
Yeah, so, I love that. Hi, Rod. How did I get involved? Oh, it's crazy. I was actually bartending on the last night of everything being open, and Robin, another person that works at Full Moon Features, who's awesome, was like, hey, Charlie's at this dinner. They might want to use you for this thing. And I was like, yeah. You know, in Hollywood, you hear that all the time. Like, something might happen, but then it never does. And I'd worked with Charlie on a couple other projects, but I had like really small parts that always seemed to get cut out. And so he called me and he was like, I really owe you one. We've got this great idea. You're going to be the lead. And I was like, oh my God, I love it. And Barbie obviously is super fitting. So let the dream come true. You know, no big deal.
I want to ask in terms of production, Cody, like how, because people didn't know anything about the COVID-19 at that time. They didn't know anything. So what were the precautions that were taken when you were shooting? Because now there are like rules that have been established, but this is kind of before there were really some established rules. I mean, you shot right when the lockdown happened. So.
Yeah, I just remember having the conversation where everyone's like, ooh, maybe don't post because people might be judgmental. And then I made a post and then people were super judgmental. And I'm like, everyone needs to calm down, you guys. There's like 5 of us. Relax.
Yeah, like that was the thing about when we shot, you know, we didn't know what it was. Everyone wore masks. We had the tiniest crew you have ever seen in your life. I think maybe there were 5 or 6 people, and it was shot at my house, and I was unbelievably uptight, spraying bleach on everything after every. So I wasn't really that afraid at that time because we really overdid it to make sure. Charlie insisted that we did overkill. And we did.
Like,
and that was the actor, so everyone, you know, because in the second and third one we have another actress, and so then we like both have our masks off, but everything was like the level of safety was like up 10 times for those. So it's just been a really interesting experience.
I stayed in my room while they filmed. I mean, that it was really we didn't know what the hell it was, so we were very uptight about it. I wasn't afraid at that point.
John Schultz has a comment. Aren't you glad Charlie owed you one, Cody?
Yeah. Hi, John.
I think Charlie still owes her 1 or 2. She's been a team player.
Well, you should. I mean, you have some stuff that you want to plug, Cody. I mean, there's also like the sequel involving the Tiger King. What I mean, tell us about that.
Yeah. So number 2 is Barbie and Kendra Save the Tiger King, and we actually got to do this really fun, completely unrehearsed interview with John Rinke, who is one of the characters in Tiger King. And we actually tried to do an interview with the Tiger King himself, but he's in jail and stuff, so that annoyed
me. He didn't invent that.
And then, yeah, now we have the third one. So it's a trio called Barbie and Kendra Storm Area 51, which I haven't seen, so I don't really know anything about it. I'm very excited to finally get to see it. I think November 5th, 4th, 5th?
I think it's soon, yeah. We are hustling. I mean, these things fly together, so yes, we're hustling. We will see. He hasn't watched the latest cut, so I think it's funny. I think it's as funny as the rest of them. I think you're gonna like it.
Cody, do you play the same character in all 3 of the movies?
Yeah, it kind of evolved from just being Corona Zombies to this, like, Romy and Michelle meet Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures. So it becomes like Barbie and Kendra on their adventures.
Yeah, Charlie, we originally thought of it as like Mystery Science Theater, and Charlie's like, no, I want to do like this whole Barbie and Kendra thing. And it was like just so genius how it was like a perfect storm of like creativity. He came up with this whole Barbie and Kendra angle, which these girls really murder it. And I absolutely love it. I'm telling you, this is the most fun I've had in a really long time. And Chris, you saying that you like it means so much to me because I know you've seen everything.
And I can tell you, it's already, even though I haven't seen it, I've watched clips of it, and it's on the syllabus for a course that I'm teaching this fall.
Oh,
so
no.
it's already, it's working its way into academia already.
I'm hoping.
Tell us about the course. What?
So I have a course. So I wrote this book called "Going Viral: Zombies, Viruses, and the End of the World." Where I talk about, this was pre-COVID, where I talk about outbreak narratives and, movies where there are large-scale viral disasters. And I've turned it into a course that I've been teaching for a few years now. And then it was already on the school calendar for the fall way before any of this happened. And then
look at us.
Now it's like changing. I know. And so I was putting together the course, and I was like, okay, well, I have to talk about COVID because obviously life imitates fiction. And I was like, so I talk about zombie movies and I talk about COVID throughout, but it was like, of course I have to talk about Corona zombies because it's just, you're taking all the different threads that I talk about throughout the semester and just weaving them together in a perfect tapestry. So you're on the schedule.
Oh boy. Well, I'm going to say thank you with a question mark.
If you want to come talk to the students, you're invited.
I think I would wear a suit of armor if I did, but yeah.
Well, you could do it over Zoom. I'm right.
Oh yeah. No, of course. Yeah. Absolutely via Zoom.
Does everybody have an adult beverage? I assume.
Mine's in the kitchen. I'm going to run and get it.
I'm going to run and get mine too then.
Yay.
Cool. So I just want to remind people we're going to start the movie in about 5 minutes or so. So go to fullmoonfeatures.com/buy, enter the code Cody, CODY, and you'll get a discount. And it's totally worth it. There are so many.
Oh my gosh. Let me tell you guys, wow. Beyond, there's the baby, beyond Corona Zombies, I watch, the thing about Full Moon Features, the app that I love so much, and I'm sure you'll agree with me, is, I've literally watched every single thing on Netflix that there is. There are so many obscure movies on that Full Moon Features app. It is the go-to, especially if you smoke weed, it's heaven, Girls behind bars, Italian zombie movies, Mexican horror films. It's like, it's the gold rush for a movie nerd. It's like having your own Odyssey video at your house, your own mom and pop old video store. I love it.
Odyssey video. I remember. Yeah. But there's an app actually. If you have a Roku box, there isn't a Full Moon app, Full Moon Entertainment apps that you can get. That's what I have. So I
love it. This is turning into a Full Moon Features infomercial. I love it. I wasn't expecting that.
Right. I didn't mean for it to be, but it's also
me neither.
Right. But also, I never recommend something unless it's something I personally would buy myself. And between this and the Trauma app, I think the Trauma app is like $4.99 a month, and the Full Moon app, there's like a deal where you can get like a huge box set. So there's a bunch of different deals you can get. I recommend those because you get so much for your money, and also after a while, I don't know, Netflix. After a while, you've kind of seen everything.
Oh my gosh! I love it, but I've watched everything, And the other thing about the Full Moon Features app is where else on the planet can you subscribe to an app and then suddenly get presents from them, either a sweatshirt or they give you videos or they give you, it's like getting it for free, really.
Speaking of, when you sign up using the code Cody for the 1 month, you get 25% off, and they'll send you a free mask.
Ooh!
They're from all the movies. Ginger Dead Man. So
I have mine.
That's amazing.
I'm gonna wear mine.
Oh yeah.
Hello, everybody.
Keep them in my car. I keep them in my car because you always.
It never fails that you forget it, right? When you go somewhere.
Ah, there you go. The 2 full moon masks, series 2. That's great, Bobby.
Bobby Lapire. All right, I'm gonna go get my drink now. It's
okay.
My
Go
turn.
grab your drink, and we're gonna start the movie in just a few minutes. So just a reminder to get the Full Moon app or watch it on your computer. There's information scrolling. When you go to buy it. When you go to buy it, just make sure you put in the offer code CODY. Cody will get you I believe a 30% discount.
Yeah, awesome. And I'm actually doing it right now, so I expect my free mask in the mail soon. Oh, yep, okay.
I'm sure Charlie would send you one if you asked him.
No, I did. I had it, and then I thought it was on my hard drive, but it was only an edited version that I did, so that's okay. For $5.24, you get access to everything for a month in the free mask. So I'm down to contribute a little bit.
Oh wait, Robin has a comment who's watching. Well, oh my gosh, that subscribe for what? Look, this is the largest comment we've ever had. So I'm sorry, it's covering us all up here. Let's see if I can fix that. It doesn't really fix it. Well, thank you, Robin. This is very, very helpful. But yeah, we
love Robin. I thought Robin was going to be on the air today. He helps steer the entire ship that is Full Moon. You cannot believe that this guy has knowledge that you cannot even believe, from streaming to, I mean, I love him. He's amazing. He really helps Full Moon. He's helped turn Full Moon into the awesome juggernaut that it is.
Well, I've corresponded with Robin before, so thank you, Robin, for helping us out with this comment. And this is the first time I'm learning that Robin has a beard. So I assume
and long hair.
I assume differently, Robin. So my apologies, and I'll be throwing up the comments.
Love you, Robin.
So I'll be throwing up the comments randomly, so please just respond to whatever you want to respond to. Are we getting close? Is everybody? Cody, are you signed up?
I am signed up. Yes.
Okay. And I hope we don't get banned on YouTube or something, because my understanding is if you even talk about the coronavirus or on YouTube, seriously, if you use COVID or Corona, they will kind of mute you on YouTube. So I have no idea if anybody's watching this. I assume people are watching this on Facebook, so that's actually good.
If we get banned, Cody and I are willing to act it all out for everyone.
Good. Okay, okay. I have it. I'm bringing it up here. Okay. I'm getting it queued up. Is everybody, just let me know if everybody is ready here.
Give me 1 second. I feel like
And also, I'm hoping maybe some people, this has been archived, and so some people have happened upon this commentary and are just discovering Corona Zombies. I feel like it was the right movie at the right time, because it doesn't, first of all, it doesn't give any sort of misinformation. It's very
no, we tried really hard to make it a very pro wearing a mask, even before we even knew what the hell was going on.
Well, yeah, even at that time, the information was, it wasn't sure if you should wear a mask or not, but it was just all the information in it. I mean, it really just focuses on sort of the troubles you might encounter during a lockdown, right? It's and then it just goes off into crazy places. I think Alan Ng did a review of Corona Zombies on the Film Threat website, and he likened it to, it was the first thing I mentioned in What's Up, Tiger Lily? The Woody Allen.
Well, that was the original. That was my original pitch. Was I want to do What's Up, Tiger Lily?
Yeah.
So, I think we hit it. We got it. And like I said, if you like this, you're going to love the Tiger King episode, because that's with Leslie Jordan from Will and Grace and from everything else, that itty bitty. His is really good too. So
funny.
I'm so proud of it. I'm proud of everyone involved in it. Anyway.
Well, the fact that it was put together in oh my God, I mean, you made the movie in 2 weeks or something. It was soup to nuts. That's just crazy.
Yep, we cast it, we made it, we voiced it, we cut it together, all separately in our homes. Danny Draven, who's an incredible director and post supervisor, somehow put it all together. I can't believe it. It's all really Charlie Band. really, truly, because he's the one who's like, you can do it, you can do it. We're all saying, no, we can't. He's like, you can do anything. And he's right. He's right. He's right. Charlie Band, like Charlie Band says, is when, you know, when all is said and done, there'll be nothing left but cockroaches and Charlie Band. He'll be around forever. You know?
Well, is everybody ready? Or is everybody, maybe Cody, could you do the countdown and we'll all press play when you give us
okay, from 10?
Yeah, do it.
Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, click.
Woo!
Oh, it worked.
Here we go. The Full Moon Entertainment logo. Oh, we should turn the sound down probably. Just keep it low in the mix.
Already out of the gate. We're in danger. We're in danger.
Oh, so who did the digital titling? That was pretty awesome.
There's a guy. He's a director by the name of John Lachago. Yeah, you're right. I got to turn it down.
And what I love about this film too, the running time, it's 60 minutes. You're in, you're out, you're having fun.
That's right. John Lachago, he's the director who created the whole, what's that movie with the evil clown, you know, that they do at Full Moon?
Oh my God, that's, we did a whole list of the biggest clown movies last year. There were so many clown related films. So. Now it's I don't see your name exactly in the credits. Did you use a pseudonym?
No, because once he told me it was Corona, I was terrified. I was like, I direct for Disney Channel. I was like, no. No, Disney will not understand this. But once I saw it, then I realized it was okay.
So Corona was more of a problem than the zombies.
Much so, yeah. Once we did it, then I realized it's harmless. But that's my house. If any of you want to rob me, just leave my Emmys there. You can take everything else.
Oh my God, this is so great.
They were out of like everything. Sanitary wipes, bleach. Not a good time to be a germaphobe. Damn, great.
That's actually exactly how I felt, because I'm a germaphobe, and I was like, all this, like, thank God I order all this stuff in bulk, because I was like, I'm going to be screwed.
News.
Love that line.
Whatever you have to do, Cody, it's all good.
Okay.
Okay, cool. And then, yeah, like what I love is that Barbie doesn't watch the news. I really love that about Barbie. And then the news montage once it comes on. Oh my God! This is so. What's funny is this just seems like regular news. I know you had to create it, but
yeah.
Precedent, deadly strain originated in Wuhan, China.
Wuhan, but I love that rap group.
Cody's going to be back, everybody. Cody's going to be back. See, this is the problem. You get caught up in watching it, right? Here's Cody.
Yeah.
Hi.
That way I can watch it. Do two things at the same time. Yay!
Sounds bad.
Confirmed reports that the infection somehow transformed to violent, ravenous flesh.
Tell us about this this news montage. This kind of gets you like caught up. Like, I mean, it's not unlike just the news.
Or like
Me?
zombies.
Yeah. Or William, like this news montage. What went into that? It's sort of like a culmination of everything everyone had heard about it.
Yeah, we did a combination of news reports and stock footage, and of course this delightful Italian zombie movie.
I don't know if I've ever actually seen the original. Did you scrub through those movies and just like find like, you know, the best stuff to use?
I mean, this we all owe this to Chris, who works at Full Moon. He told us this film was perfect for this, and he was 100% correct. It's about an outbreak. So,
which film is this?
I don't know the actual name of it. I can't think of the name of it.
I really like
I'm trying to turn the sound down. Go ahead, Cody.
You see, like there's this one clip in particular of these kids partying in Florida or whatever, and I remember seeing it on the real news and then seeing it in the movie, and I was like, oh my gosh. Like, the kids just sound so dumb. They're like, it's spring break. We're just gonna keep partying anyway.
Well, yeah, it's weird. I mean, my pal Al says it's amazing how current the news was when it came out. It was really weird. I remember watching this movie with a buddy of mine, and we were just like, we weren't high. I will just say this, and we weren't even drinking. We're just laughing our asses off because it was just so bizarre. Like spot on. Like it's crazy. And everyone I've recommended this movie to thanks me afterwards. So, John Schultz says, I think it's Hell of the Living Dead. Well, there you are. Someone, Bobby Lapierre asks, how many people have you had to actually attack when at the grocery store? Like, were you at the grocery store? See, I didn't go out. I didn't go out for like probably 3 weeks. But did you go out like when all this craziness was happening? I mean, you had Cody, you had to actually go to William's house.
Yeah, I mean, I ride a motorcycle and I do stunts and stuff, so it's hard for me to like err on the side of caution for things because I'm just like, well, whatever happens, happens. But yeah, so I mean, I was like the kid at the grocery store, but I would go like late night, and then they changed the hours and they didn't have late night anymore. But yeah, I remember like standing in line, and then they had like rules, but they like weren't clear on the rules. Like elderly people were supposed to be able to cut in line, but then sometimes people would be like, oh, you're cutting in line. Like I remember having to be like, no, that person is like really old. You should like let them go in front of you. We're like standing out in the heat. It's like 100 degrees in front of like Lassen.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but I volunteer and I actually deliver groceries to like elderly people that are immune compromised. So yeah, I go to the grocery.
Oh, that's awesome.
Here I am with my groceries.
Wow. What kind of motorcycle do you ride?
I have a Harley, an XG 750.
And I've also seen on your Instagram, I mean, Dahlia was telling me, because she was looking at your Instagram, that you are into guns as well.
Yeah, I love it all.
I just there was one gun, I think it's taller than you.
Yeah, the Scorpion that I was playing with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to Texas to film a movie, and we were filming on this ranch. And the owners of the ranch, I was like, oh, in one of the scenes they were shooting guns, and I was like, I want to shoot guns. And they're like, come back down next weekend and hang out at the ranch and shoot and ride ATVs and play with the cows. And I was like, yes, count me in. So it was really fun.
That's awesome. What about like William, what went into like when you were just coming up with jokes on this?
Well, I'm a smartass by nature, so it was not hard at all to, if anything, some stuff got toned down. And, we work with a lot of the groundlings, so they're all really, really funny. So I basically, there's another writer who does the Barbie and Kendra wraparound. And then when we're writing jokes for the actual movie, I write a basic baseline joke, and then when we're recording it, we let the groundlings, or not just the groundlings, all funny improvisers, we record it as it's written, and then they improvise other stuff too. So most of the time they elevate what's already there, which is great. And the situation is so stupid and wacky that, the more straightforward that you play it, the funnier it tends to be, in my opinion, hopefully.
I love the toilet paper cargo ship hijacked.
Thank you. Yeah, that's how I steered it away from Corona. I was like, it's about missing toilet paper. It's not about people dying. It's about toilet paper.
It was kind of crazy. I live in New York, and when COVID first hit, you heard all these news stories about how supermarkets were just out of toilet paper and drugstores were out of toilet paper. And I have all these friends in like LA and stuff who were posting photos in the supermarket of like all the aisles that were just like picked clean. And I don't know if it's because I live in a very like ethnically diverse neighborhood. With people who were just like, you know, that's for white people. We're not going to get caught up in it. But there was always plenty of toilet paper.
Oh like my gosh. In LA, the complete supermarket was 100% empty.
I know. I saw photos.
It was crazy. It was actually very scary.
And it was just funny because it was like, you know, like Cuomo would be like going on the air and being like, you know, like, we desperately need PPE. You know, we're out of all this stuff. And it would literally be like, my bodega is selling masks. I mean, it was
That's
like
so good.
It was like this, I was like in this pocket.
Yeah.
Really?
We didn't even have food. No. There was no ham. There was no meat. There was no nothing. I mean, the grocery stores were completely empty. I didn't even have dog food for a couple of days. It was bad.
That's so weird.
Yeah, bad.
In my neighborhood, it was like, I think the Whole Foods was out of like pasta and pasta sauce. Like sort of like random things like that. But yeah, like all the bodegas were totally full. You could get paper towels, toilet paper, cleaning supplies. It was
rough. It took about a month before we were back on track.
Wow.
Neil Damiano asked, were you inspired by Shaun of the Dead at all?
My God, we love Shaun of the Dead so much. We love anything that that whole team does. It's incredible.
Mark Atkinson, it looks like he wants a job. Who do I send my resume to?
My resume to. Bring it on, Mark.
No, I've seen Mark had a short film that made the rounds about the Howard Stern show.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So yeah, I know Mark. He is a funny guy. He's really good at getting into parties. I will say that. That is a giant superpower.
I'm friends with some of those guys, and I'm such a huge fan of the Howard Stern show. I can't even tell you.
You're kidding. I'm friends with a bunch of those guys from the show too.
Richard, Sal, Mummet.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. I gave them jobs on Ouija's, Charlie's movie Ouija's. I tracked them down.
Oh my God. Who were they?
Oh, it's Sal and Richard from the Howard Stern show.
But like on the Ouija's, they played themselves.
They would play party guests. Yeah, Cody was one of the co-stars of that film. Yeah, you didn't. We shot all the co-stars in like 2 days.
Yeah,
we wrangled everybody in the planet.
I was a sexy girl.
How? Cody, like in terms of doing this, like you did it over the course of just a couple days, and I know you guys were like really safe. But also I happen to know that you guys all have like a great sense of humor. You must have had a lot of fun doing this, right? Like, do you have any like fun on-set stories?
I mean, yeah, this is what I love to do. So it's like you get to just play pretend all day. It's so much fun. Once in the second and the third one, my playmate Kendra is not just on the phone, she's actually with me. And originally I thought that like I would kind of be like Superman and she would be my Robin, but she is so high energy and over the top that she almost became like the more high energy one, and I was like the quiet, not that I was quiet, but just, you know, for the levels, the quieter one. And so she was hilarious to have on set. Like, I think during the Tiger King one, we started doing this like meow meow rap song where we were just like meow 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 meow, and then the other one would like rap over it, and it's like not good. Like it's not good. but it was fun. So
where did you guys? Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, where did you film the strip club? Is this also in your house?
No, so I was just about to say, that's actually good you asked that. So basically for every episode, we take 2 films and we somehow smush them together to some, I'm going to say quasi-coherent storyline. We try to take an A storyline and a B storyline. We cut it all together. We try to cut 50 minutes of movie and 25 minutes of Barbie and Kendra.
Oh my God, this footage from the Florida, the partying kids.
This is the one I'm talking about.
Oh my God, it's crazy. I mean, like that had just happened, and then I watched the movie. It was the weirdest.
They did not care, those people. Yeah.
Yeah, it was bizarre, but I think it was used in the right context, right? Like,
I am really jealous that I wasn't in the movie Zombie versus Strippers that we were just seeing. Because
really? Okay.
I feel like I missed my call.
I'll sit you. We'd screen it. We can screen it, and I'll change your mind on that.
Is it? Yeah, like Cody, like as an actress, and like how is it like right now? Like, I mean, like, you know, it's affected everything, right? The lockdown, right? I mean, it's like I have friends that work at Disney. I have a bunch of friends that work at Disney, both at the theme park and in Imagineering. They're all out of work. Like, I can't imagine what it's like to be an actress. Like at this time, it's got to be rough.
It's rough. I'm an actress and a bartender, and so it's like all of my stuff was shut down for months and months. Luckily, I have like made my way into Hollywood like into entertainment just enough to where I had people in Texas and Atlanta calling me to come over there and work. So I was really lucky. I got to work on a couple projects, but I mean, I have an audition. I mean, I just got an audition that's sitting next to me, but first one in like probably a month. And so yeah, I started an OnlyFans.
Cody, what was that cool show that there was something I saw that was huge just recently. What was that?
That I was on?
Yeah, something gigantor.
Well, Breaking Bad, the El Camino.
Breaking Bad, right? The Breaking Bad movie. Yeah.
That I thought that was gonna be like my big break. I was with them for a week in Albuquerque filming, and like working with Aaron Paul was just incredible, and Vince Gilligan was amazing, and like Charlie, they really let the actors play and improvise, and oh my gosh, it was so cool. And then I went to the premiere, and like Derek Huff is sitting behind me, and like, you know, yeah, it's like Kirsten Dunst is like to my left, and I'm like, oh my god, this is so crazy. And then we're watching it, and then my part comes on, and it's like, and then it's over, and I was like, no, where's the rest of it? Where's the rest of it?
Oh no.
Yeah, there was like a scene in the warehouse that got cut, so you basically just see me walking and then coming out, and you do, like, if you know me, you see like, oh, I kind of stumble, which was like a joke, and then I get to throw out, I just want to go home and take a bath with my dog or something. So like,
which is true to life.
Yeah, so that was all.
There's a baby.
So yeah, I got like a little Cheeto shout out in there.
Can you pick you up?
But yeah, it's a little rough out here for a pimp, you know. A little rough.
Yep. It is so dead. There is no work at all right now.
Oh, really? For just
nothing. There's nothing.
Like
I'm spending a lot of the time, my time writing and kissing dogs, which is amazing. But, and doing this. I mean, doing this, I'm grateful for. But other than that, there's no other work right now.
Everything is just still shut down.
Yep.
Things are slowly starting back to work, but
the
restrictions are so strict that it can only be honestly like big budget things, and so you're out a lot of the little guys. I actually just did a movie a couple weeks ago with Tracy Lord and
I know Tracy.
Yeah,
she's awesome.
Cool.
I did a TV show with her years ago for IFC.
Oh, amazing. Really excited for it. It's a dark comedy. Yeah, I think it's going to be really cool. But to see the COVID protocol in that, because they wanted to do it SAG, so it went from a $40,000 budget to a $60,000 budget. They had to get an extra $10K just for like PPE and COVID, and like they had to get blueprints printed out of the house, and they had to have zones in the house, and then SAG not only in a 2-week shoot, SAG not only came once but twice to check up on us, and the whole production has to stop, and they have to do a walkthrough, and you're just like, really? Why aren't you not lobbying for us to get free tested? We had to get tested every 3 days. So it was a lot. It added, especially as an actor, added a lot of like stress. Like, oh, during rehearsal, I have to have my mask, and then I take my mask off and put it somewhere. And, you know, it's like as low, you could only have like 15 people in the house at a time. And so you were trying to shoot all your scenes at once. And it was really crazy.
Yeah, I had a friend who just did an episode of CSI, and he was, you know, he had a bit part, but they'd like put on the mask and then do the scene and then put the mask back on, and they're not social distancing when they're acting. So I know
it's so odd. Yeah. But it's important. By the way, so people know, that's Alyssa Dowling. I don't know if people know. Alyssa Dowling is doing the voice of the news reporter, and Jeremy Rowley is doing the voice of Yanni, Jeremy is an amazing writer and voice performing. Alyssa is in tons of genre films. And this lady right here, this is actually Kate Hodge from Leatherface.
Oh my God.
Chapter 3.
Wow. Cody, you mentioned earlier OnlyFans.
Oh.
So if you could tell us about your OnlyFans, and if I was going to do an OnlyFans, how would I start one?
Well, you can use my referral.
No one cares about an OnlyFans with me, 100%. But tell us about your OnlyFans.
Well, it was a really awesome opportunity. You know, the site has been around for a while, and then when everything shut down, a lot of like more mainstream girls jumped on it. Because it's for creators to interact with their fans, but it kind of got a reputation for porn stars and people wanting to watch porn. So there's like, there's fitness people on there. My content is a lot of like Playboy style, sexy stuff, like cooking in lingerie or like fail dancing on my stripper pole because I don't know how to use it. There's one here.
Is there an OnlyFans app?
It's not an app. It's just
Chris.
yeah. Onlyfans.com/hey it's Cody. But yeah, it honestly just gave me a really awesome a medium to be able to be creative because I'm creating every single day, whether it's just taking like sexy selfies or telling a story while I walk through my apartment. Like it's just been really awesome and has like been just such a gift of creative control and also like monetization. And I don't know, I honestly, the pandemic, I hate to say this because I know so many people, it's been awful for them, but it's been pretty good to me.
Well, I mean, you're lounging in a onesie on a Friday night, watching a movie starring yourself.
And
how bad could that be?
And after this, actually, I'm going to jump on OnlyFans at 7 and I'll be live streaming, trying on different sexy Halloween costumes. So
what can people expect to see if they go on the OnlyFans this evening?
So you'll see a bunch of my stuff. I have lots of free. So my site is free. So you can just log on, see a bunch of like photos that Instagram won't really let you have, or just telling a little bit deeper stories than I do on Instagram. And then like a live stream like I'm doing tonight. I'll talk a little bit more about Corona zombies because I'm hoping to get a lot of people from here onto there. Like I know Rod is watching. He's one of my like favorite OnlyFans people. And yeah, and then I'm gonna do a little sexy Halloween try-on haul. So I'll be like a sexy little devil, and I have all these little costumes laid out. And then I like to do where I like dance in theme to whatever I'm like wearing. So I don't know, each live stream is something different. Sometimes I like bake brownies, or like sometimes I have a girlfriend over and we do sip.
Hot. Let's get a playback. Let's do some playback. And just a sidebar, I'm doing all the same thing. So if you look at mine, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Heather, why have we not done that yet?
I do the dog kissing channel. I just kiss dogs for 10 minutes at a time.
Cody, I'm curious about your stunt work. I don't know if you want to talk about that at all.
Yeah. So I ride motorcycles. And so that's kind of how I got into it. People just needing to like doubles for girls on bikes. Because there's this crazy thing in Hollywood where everyone just lies about their skills, and then you get hired and then you get on set and don't know how to do it. So I'm always getting calls being like, this blonde girl said she could ride a motorcycle. Can't. And I'm like, I'll be there. So yeah, I think my first gig was for a movie called Nation's Fire, which is out now. I worked with Tom Proctor, who I think was on Guardians of the Galaxy. And yeah, honestly, I love stunting more than anything. Although the Barbie and Kendra style stuff is awesome too. Like I love like campy, kitschy comedy. But man, feeling like when I walk on set, sometimes people are just like, oh, great. Like the dumb blonde is here. Like, is she going to know her lines? But when you walk on set with like your fucking motorcycle, people are like, damn, this chick is a badass. So there's like a different level of respect, which I love. But yeah, it's so cool. Like I did this gag where I had to like run and jump on a moving car and then like fire a shotgun into the window. But really they were like breaking the glass from the inside. And so we only got one chance because we only had one car. And so there's just like all these moments where it's just like a huge adrenaline rush and you only get one chance. So it's just like really important, you know, to be like good at what you do. So.
Does Barbie have stunts?
No, Barbie screams and like runs a lot. And showers with her clothes on, which you'll see.
Yes. Yes, she does.
Maybe in the next movie she gets a weapon though, I think, right? She has a weapon for a minute.
I feel like this could be the perfect synergy of your various loves.
Yes, her story arc. Yes, it's
I'm dying to do some sort of like Barbed Wire with Pamela Anderson, like recreation, but with me, you know?
Oh, wow.
I will tell you that I saw that movie in theaters.
Oh, wow.
nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
We love Pam Anderson.
And I love
Cool.
Barbed Wire. I love
I
Barbed
saw
Wire.
her at Chateau Marmont once, and she was wearing a sweater that was honestly a sweater with a belt, and that was what she wore. No pants. Just boots and a sweater.
That's it.
That's how you do it, man. That's how you deliver it.
Wow.
I highly recommend it.
Barbed Wire was so underrated. In college, I had like the poster up on my wall. Like it was that is a class. I have it like, I think I had it on like a videotape somewhere. I used to be a performer and I edited footage from Barbed Wire into some of my like background videos. Like I have there's a spot in my heart for Barbed Wire.
Yeah.
What kind of performer?
I described it as if Dietrich did disco. So it was,
nice.
I sang with all kinds of like costumes, electro cabaret, etc.
Very Al's Bar.
Yes.
Downtown LA. For those of you old enough to know what Al's Bar is.
Yeah.
I know Chris knows.
And I find this fascinating. We're getting comments from North Macedonia from Ambra Asmani. Thank you, Ambra. Thank you for commenting. Maybe we're still live on YouTube. I don't know yet. I don't know what the rules are on the YouTube. So thank you, Ambra, for your comment.
Cody has global appeal.
I'll say. And appeal here in Valley Village as well. You never know.
Hey.
Okay, the booze is clearly, the more I drink, the straighter I get. So here we go.
Yes, well, this is not coffee. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I've sort of the other version of the White Claw, which I know you're drinking White Claw. I'm trying to stay in theme with what we're doing.
Corona.
Well, we both have the lime one.
Oh, there you go. See, we're flavor adjacent, but I like this one because it's 0 carbs and 0 sugar. So trying to get them as a sponsor for our award show.
Yes.
So
please tell me we're nominated.
Oh, that's sort of that's kind of a given. We do this award show every year called Award This, where we basically give awards to true indie movies.
Please let us get most tacky. We want most.
Well, no, we have a category called WTF, and I feel like that. No, seriously, it's a WTF category. Thank you.
We won already. Let's get our trophy and get out of here.
But it's so we have we're gonna do the award show in April, and so fingers crossed the rules are different then. And but we're already planning a virtual version of the awards, and then also a live version to kind of accompany. So it's in the planning stages. Just go to awardthis.com. I'll throw up
Chris, how long have you kept this brand going? For how long now?
More than half my life. That's all I'll say.
It's amazing. I mean, you are truly, truly a pioneer. Like, you took the idea of a zine and you friggin' shot it into the stratosphere. I mean, you really are the guy. I mean, it's incredible. Well, I love you as a friend, but I'm so proud to know everything that you've accomplished. This is amazing. Really, truly amazing. Nobody's topped you. Nobody. Well, I mean, someone might have topped you, but I mean, no one has outdone you. No one's outdone you.
Topped me maybe in a different sense. That's what I think that you were implying. So
it was New Year's Eve. There's no rules on New Year's Eve.
There you go. Oh my God. Your party. I'm trying to remember which party I saw you at. You were dressed as Robin Williams from what was the movie?
This is Doubtfire. Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You know what's so funny? The photos from that party were so good, I had to private them on Facebook. That's how good.
You know why? Because we both have moon heads. So I can do 2 people. I can do Robin Williams, Mrs. Doubtfire, and I can also do Quentin Tarantino because we have that chin and the forehead that kind of touches in the middle in sort of a Mac Tonight kind of a thing. And yeah, it wasn't hard to be Mrs. Doubtfire at all because I am sort of a dowdy, old, grouchy, old person.
And then there was a guy there who had a costume where he was a naked person with a huge...
James. He's a huge makeup artist. That's James. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Funniest costume. And those photos are on Facebook.
Yeah. Forever.
12 years ago. And then I had to private them because I'm like...
Well, it looks so real. Yeah. He looked
What if
naked.
I want a job?
Yeah.
I not want those photos to be seen, which I feel all social media. I just want to. So, wait, we're in the shower now. Cody, you're in the shower. We're at minute 29. Wait, 20. We're 30 minutes in. You are in the shower
wearing clothing.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna have clothing on. I want to know what's your motivation being in the shower
with your clothes on.
Right. So the idea was that, as told by Charlie, that I was at the shopping center with these clothes on, so they must be dirty as well. So we need to wash.
Right.
But
COVID was so new that even when Charlie said it to me, I was like, "But why? I don't get it." Now I get it. But at the time, I thought, "What the hell? You have this pretty girl. Just even if you don't want to show anything, show her naked back." But now I totally understand. I boil all my clothing. So
I was almost like, I don't want to use the word offended, but I was like, why are we not seeing?
Why are they not asking me? Yeah.
Like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
And then I thought, because he also said, he's like, oh, we want to be a little more conservative because my original outfit too was a little like sluttier, like, because skin sells, right? So I was like, oh, okay, here's shorts. He's like, I think it's just too much skin. And then when I watched the movie, I was like, I was like, there's titties in the movie. What?
Yeah. I mean, goat titties, but titties. Yeah. You're like you're the prime rib of the titties in this, and the rest of it, I don't know what was going on.
Well, I mean, there is that age-old philosophical question that so many people grapple with, which is, you're at the beach, you're in a bikini, your top falls off. Do you want wait. Do you want everyone to look or no one to look?
Everyone to look, obviously.
Right. Is it like that Wesley Snipes story where he was doing a love scene and he was in bed with an actress and he said, "I'd like to apologize." And she said, "For what?" She goes, "I'd like to apologize if I get turned on, and I would also like to apologize if I don't."
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
In the movie, is it explained why you're wearing clothes, or is it just kind of left to the audience to figure it out?
Not explained.
And trust me, this was a conversation that went on and on and on. And I was like, why are we doing this? But now I kind of get it because, I mean, Charlie Band is like an oracle. I don't know how he knew that that's what people were doing, but I was like, what? Like,
no, I don't think anybody was taking showers with their clothes on.
No, but she did. And now we can play it on Amazon. So,
but I will say, I do remember them saying like, okay, well, when you come home, you need to take off those clothes. Yeah. Shoes and then put on new clothes. And so I did do that for a while where I was like, okay, these are my outside clothes.
I did too. Yeah.
We did that too. Yeah. Bleaching the groceries, washing the groceries, showering after after going out. Now I just have everything delivered. I don't even bother.
Right.
Okay.
I was just in Tijuana today and
wait, what?
You know, had to see some donkey shows.
Whoa!
No, a lot of things are closed down. But anyway, they have this thing where they have like little wet things you like put your shoes, you step on, right? And then they rub it, and then you rub them dry, and then the hand sanitizer, the temperature, and then you had to walk under a spray thing that like sprayed you. But I was like, what is that? I want to know what it is before you
see
your body. And it didn't really, I was like, it didn't really have a scent, so I was just like, "Is
it's probably just water."
I know. I think it's just water.
Evian.
Yeah. But yeah, no. My friend goes down there for like medical procedures, I guess, because they're like half price. And I was like, I want to come because he just took the train, so I just decided for 2 days. It was fun.
So what kind of medical procedure?
My question exactly.
Yeah.
Well, he got a hair implants.
Oh, nice.
But now he's like,
I had them. Here they are.
Okay. But now he got
staple it in, bitch.
They take his plasma, take his blood out, spin it, and then put the plasma back in like an injured shoulder or something that's supposed to help grow things. I don't know. But I was like, oh, maybe I'll get some like fake titties or some like those.
On a weekend excursion. Hey, look, everybody. I got taquitos and tits.
Yeah.
Wait, we can open a business there, taquitos and tits.
Amazing. Is it going to be
Come on now.
Food and a strip club?
We do the implants, and while you're laying on the patio, we bring you taquitos and margaritas. I think my drinks are soaking in.
It's so funny because the bracketing stuff, you know, with Barbie's, you know, your character, Cody, is pretty G-rated. It's pretty G-rated. And the rest of the movie is like, it's kind of PG-13. You know, I mean, is that accurate? And I'm sorry, Dahlia, I cut you off. You were going to ask a question.
I just wanted to talk more about Tijuana, but that's fine. We should focus on the movie.
Go.
Back to Tijuana. Mine was a comment. Let's go back to.
We got to hear about Tijuana.
I want to hear what was open in Tijuana.
That's true.
Well, what wasn't open that I really wanted to go to was this bar called Hong Kong. Have you guys ever been?
I've never been to Tijuana.
No, okay. I've never been to Tijuana either.
I go straight to the pharmacies.
Oh yeah, me too. Like hydrochloroquine or whatever.
Right. Well, I go in there, and they, you know, in the pharmacies in Tijuana, they just have like a foam core with like pills glued all over it, and I just make trail mix. I go, I want 4 of those, 5 of those, give me 6 of those, and then I just mix it up in one bag.
I hope they're labeled.
Prescription drugs.
Yes, prescription drug, Russian roulette, I call it.
It was crazy too, because anything that you needed a prescription for too, they were like, oh, the doctor is like right there. So then you just walked over to the doctor within the same little area, and then he prescribed you whatever you needed. So that was interesting.
Amazing.
It's like Christmas morning.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but this bar Hong Kong. So once I posted that I was there, it was like, oh, you got to go to Hong Kong bar. I guess it's just like this like really dirty strip club that I really want to go to and see what happens. But it was closed. I guess it opens today. It like was reopening on Friday. But yeah, we stayed in this like this hotel that also had a casino, and I love to gamble. But obviously, like, I'm having to convert things to pesos and then pesos to chips, and then like also then like count the cards or the numbers. I was like, I don't know how much this is, but take this, and we're gonna choose.
Yeah.
So the casino was open and functioning.
Yes, the casino was open. A lot of restaurants were open. Just things kind of closed earlier, but things were open.
I also think they don't regulate their casinos there, so that's, you never know what you're gonna get, right?
See,
I've been to Hong Kong.
Everyone's been there. I swear, it's like a thing. On a date.
We gotta go.
Buddy,
let's go.
Oh my God, Mark! Dude.
On a date with a man or a woman? I'm curious.
Mark will respond about the date, I'm sure.
But it's crazy because you can literally take a $36 train from LAX Union Station downtown to San Diego, then a trolley to the border, then you just walk across and then you're there.
Right.
So,
and you know, the cool thing about going to a bar with Cody is she's one of those hot chicks that you know that you could actually slug your way out of the bar if you need to with her, actually. She has the motorcycle. She has the whole thing, you know. She's got the grit. She's got the grit.
For sure.
Thank you.
And all the borders are open? I'm just fascinated by this because I feel like I've been like isolated the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
You just walked across.
Borders are open, but they're socially distanced once you get inside, but then you all just stand in a giant line crunched together outside. Kind of like the Hollywood Farmers Market, where it's like it's a 2-hour wait to get inside where you're all crunched together, but then once you're in, there's like copious amounts of area to stand in, and you're like, this doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. It is crazy. I always think the whole thing about them opening the restaurants and everything, even though I do follow all the rules, it is kind of funny how like you're allowed to take the mask off while you're eating, so it's like, well, you're really just kind of cutting your chances of catching COVID. It's not like you are sitting next to each other, you know?
And we went to a place that's kind of like Fogo de Show or whatever, where they like slice the meats in front of you and stuff. So they had the bar that was open, but they had it roped off, and then they had 2 like people inside, and you would just tell them what you want, which because I speak Spanish so well, which was really great. But yeah, I was like, oh, that's interesting. I'm not sure how much safer that is, but
wherever you were, it looked beautiful. It was really, really nice place.
yeah.
Well, I'm disappointed to tell you all that Mark Atkinson lied to us.
Oh no!
Date, but it was with a group of guys and girls. So Mark, dude,
everything's ruined.
That's a good way to date, though, to see like how cool they are. You know?
Yeah.
That's my barometer for that is going to Jumbo's Clown Room.
Yes. Is that still around? Is that still around?
I used to live around the corner from there. We talked about it. Yeah, I talked about this.
Can I tell you a crazy story about Jumbo's Clown Room?
Yes.
So I was dating a girl at the time. This is years ago. And I had bought a bunch of, it was early in our dating, so I didn't want to buy any serious presents. So I bought a bunch of really cute little presents, like a lot, like a bunch of them. And she broke up with me right before Christmas. So Christmas Eve, I went to Jumbo's Clown Room. And rather than, I left tips, singles, but what I did was for each person who came out, I left a wrapped present.
Oh, that's cool.
It was as if I gave them $100 bill.
Yes, I bet they loved it. Yeah.
And they were like, oh my God. So now it became a tradition. So years after, I would go there, I would go to Jumbo's Clown Room and I would bring wrapped gifts, but they would all be like really small, like simple things, like
yeah.
But it's like when you give like a gift, a wrapped gift, people
love it. Yeah.
The girls there went crazy. And Jumbo's, just so you know, there's no nudity. It's a
bikini bar, right?
Bikini bar, but it's also like it's one of those where it's like the crowd is very mixed. It's men, women, couples of all types, and it's just everyone's there for fun.
It really feels like you're at a dive bar, and then there's like a stage at the back.
Yeah.
Is it still open?
So they're doing virtual Jumbo's Clown Room. So if you
even better.
Oh my God.
That ups the Jumbo's Clown Room jam, I think.
It does.
You fill your house with cigarette smoke and
Well, I've missed them since I moved to New York. So I can go online, I can catch up.
Yes.
And you can throw dollar bills in the air, and then at the end of the night, you can just pick them up again.
No, the LA Times did a big story about it, like how dancers are surviving during the lockdown. But what blew my mind was I'm watching some of these women dance and I'm looking, and their skills are insane. Like they're exercising in front of you and doing things where like it used to blow my mind, just the skill. I haven't been there in a long time, but when it opens, I need to go back.
I will go with you on the night that you go.
Okay, we're all going.
And we will going. Presents. I will bring presents. I'll bring good presents.
Like it's great because, like, yeah, you give cash, but it's like I feel like it's the thought that really is more.
That really is. It's the thought.
It's the thought. So if you wrapped, I wrapped the dumbest presents, but they were all like they were meant to be cute, right?
Right, like Wacko presents from Wacko.
Yeah, that's exactly right, from Wacko.
Right, right. Those are the best presents.
Yeah, those are my favorite, like pop culture. So. They loved the gifts. They came out and thanked me. And I was just like, I really don't need, like, we don't have to, like, I just am here to, contribute. So, yeah, let's all go.
Awesome.
Let's all
Cody,
go.
you got to go.
Duh.
You got to go. With your, park your Harley. You'll get VIP.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah.
I think Jumbo's is too small to have VIP.
Well, it's one parking spot.
Yeah, no, there is literally one parking spot that's VIP. I used to live around.
It's like next to a falafel place, so you have to fight for the parking.
That's true. I used to live at Normandy Avenue, right around the corner. So Clown Room was my local bar.
And I literally lived on Winona, which is like the street that Jumbo's is on.
Where do you live in? You live in New York now?
I live in New York now, but I just moved here a year ago. I'm in Brooklyn.
How's it? You like it?
I do like it, actually. When I first moved here, I was living on the Upper West Side, which is where I was, where they had all the toilet paper, even though Cuomo was like, sending out these sad tweets about no PPE. And then it was like all the bodegas around me were like, we have masks. But then I moved to Brooklyn because I was going a little crazy now that I'm at home 99% of the time. And so I needed more space. So now I'm in Brooklyn and I have a what feels palatial by New York City standards. Yeah.
Have you been to the bar there called Lucky 13? They have girls dance on the bar there.
No.
Check it out.
It's in Brooklyn?
Yeah. It's like Cobble,
Okay.
like around there.
Oh, that's near me. Okay.
Yeah. Super fun.
Well, I've learned so much during this whole watch party, not only that Cody is a great actress, but that
yes, we love her.
And rides a motorcycle and does stunts.
That's what I'm saying. She's also a badass. Like, I didn't realize, like, acting, badass, likes to go to like Tijuana strip clubs. I mean, this is yeah.
And dog lover, huge dog lover.
Dog lover.
Yep. Yay! There's the baby. We love her.
Yeah, I'm from a small town, so like I got out of there and was like, I want to do everything. Like, you know, life's too short to be boring.
This movie series has been such a blessing because her and I are slowly becoming friends, and I really, really love you and love working with you. It's awesome.
I feel the same way.
We have a very similar taste in many ways.
Oh no!
I'm so excited for your OnlyFans video.
Thank you. Oh, I thought you were talking to me. Oh,
no, the joint one. The joint one.
Oh yeah. Okay, sorry.
I feel like such a creep because I'm just constantly liking everything you say on Facebook. I'm like, yeah, I agree.
I know. I feel that too. We sidebar a lot. I don't sidebar with anyone, so that's a very good sign.
Well,
that sounds really naughty, by the way.
No, I'm like chocolate mousse. I'm best taken in very small doses. She can handle all of it. So, you know, when I go off the rails, she's there. So.
This is not Disney friendly content.
No, I'm sure they're watching.
But William, you are so entertaining on Facebook. But I will say this, I'm very careful about exactly what I like, because if I like everything, I don't want you to think I'm stalking you.
No, right? I love you, Chris. We're friends from way back.
I know, but like,
but a lot of times I just am drunk, you know, texting on Facebook. So sometimes it's probably better if you don't like it, you know?
Oh, your posts are awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
So
I'm so happy and so fortunate to have known you for so long. I really, you know that I mean that.
30 years, dude. I mean,
yeah,
it's so crazy.
We're not dead. Half of our friends are dead. We're still alive.
We're lucky.
Knock on my wooden computer. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
We are still around, man.
Well, we are 46, almost 47 minutes into the movie, and chaos has erupted. There are zombies attacking people.
Yes. Well, you know what that means? It means it's time for me to refresh my drink. I'll be right back.
You know what I love? I think you commented earlier, Chris, on like the time the movie, right? It's an hour long. I love that because I feel like anytime I watch like indie flicks, especially, right? I'm like, I was so into it until about 55 minutes. And then there's like that last 20 where you're like, what? And then another 10 where you're like, okay. Yeah. But like, they just kind of lose. They just like, they kind of lose it. Like I just watched the Donald the Duck. Is that what it's called? This 80s movie that Spielberg directed? Harvey? Shit, what is it? It's a duck movie.
Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck. Yes, that's a duck. Yeah.
I was so into it. And then I was like, it keeps going and going and going. And I was like, had they just cut out like 30 minutes of the movie, I think this would have been like a real, I guess it was a cult classic, but for me personally.
Well, it was a comic book forever. Like what, the early 80s, Chris?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And then Tim Robbins is in that movie, oddly. And
Leah Thompson.
Oh my God, that's right.
And I also think that Vern the Duck? Vernon Troyer?
Vern Troyer?
I think so. Mini-Me. I think Mini-Me was the duck.
Wow.
Yeah, I think Mini-Me was the duck. I think so. You know, he was so tiny.
Oh, wait. Now, how do you get away with using footage of Trump in the movie?
Oh, well, anything that goes on YouTube that is considered news is public domain. And the funniest part about this, I certainly haven't been paying attention, is the amount of times that he says this is going to be resolved in 2 weeks. It's really, I really don't mean to go there. For everyone that likes him, I apologize, but Jesus Lord.
Well, it is sort of like my comment on him getting coronavirus is it's sort of like the ultimate ending of a Curb Your Enthusiasm episode. You know, when they go to like, they cut to the like credits and they play that music, like that's There's so many great, like, Curb Your Enthusiasm.
I am very, very respectful of people's choices. I'm from Fresno, where everybody is a head-banging redneck. I get it, but I mean, my God, after this journey, there's got to be, we gotta get everything back on track one way or the other, you know?
Well, I think we just got to come back to unity. We're a country.
I agree.
And I'm the, you know, wherever my politics are, I'll keep it a mystery. Not that big of a mystery.
I'll call you later. I'll call you later. No, I'm kidding.
I don't.
I am very much like, I really, if you want to do what you want to do, that's good. We have to all admit that things are not right now. We at least need to maybe squish things together.
Yeah. So, but
don't print any of the comments people are writing after I said that.
Right. I don't vilify or hate the other side. I feel
neither.
That's not for good for the long term.
And you know, we're the minority in LA, by the way. We will get
that's true.
That. Yeah.
Most other people they want to shame and hate.
And do whatever you want to do. That's what we're
like. Where I stand is kind of like Luke Skywalker in Return of the Jedi, which is the philosophy amongst a lot of people that I know that are very liberal is punch a Nazi, whatever. And my whole thing is like, no, I want to turn you to this side, right? Like that's what Luke Skywalker did at the end of Return of the Jedi. You know what? Maybe it's the Corona stuff.
Well, all I can tell you is I was raised in a small town where every single person is a conservative and a Republican, and they were all friends with me, a wild, you know. And so I can tell you that there are conservatives that have an open mind. Like, it's not all what everybody not in LA, but in general, it's, you know, there are people that the area is a lot more gray than it is black and white. And I think we all need to like take a breath and see that, you know?
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, I just want this country to unite and move forward.
Me too. Desperately.
Yes. So let's do that.
That's our 30 seconds of politics.
Yes. But we're not.
Let's talk about pussy. No, I'm kidding.
Yes. But yeah.
Cody, can you tell us about makeup and stuff on the movie? Like for the zombies and the crazy characters? Like, did you have like special makeup artists that like I don't know anything about what the makeup entails for that kind of stuff. So were there like zombie makeup specialists that like came on, or was it just like, let's use some Halloween makeup?
So most of the stuff you've seen so far is all old
movies.
Except for what about the guy that comes in when you're in the shower?
Well, that's really funny that you should mention that. Ed, we love Ed.
Hey, Ed.
Amazing. We love Ed so much. It's very funny that you should mention this. I was hoping that it would get brought up. So there's a couple.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Did I send you that email? I hope you got it. Anyway, so in the movie, there is a couple times where a zombie or two shows up. And the morning of that we were filming, we had to have a Corona zombie, which, you know, admittedly was not the most popular acting role that we were trying to cast at that moment in time. And the guy that was going to play the main Corona zombie said, I'm not doing it at like 9 a.m. So I asked my friend Chris Zulch, who
did you guys know him personally, or he was just like
he's a friend of mine. He's a friend of mine. I said, could you please be a Corona zombie today? He's not an actor. He's never worn makeup before. So he begrudgingly said yes. But as it turns out, he was a great Corona zombie.
Wow.
So he's not only the main Corona zombie, which is hilarious because now he's in all 3 episodes. Charlie keeps asking him back. He's like a frigging realtor. So I call him like, can you come here and zombie makeup? So he comes and shows up. He doesn't know. He's never even seen an episode of the show. He just puts on the zombie makeup and then we shove him in a corner and film him. And now I heard there's going to be an action figure of him. So he's the most unaware personality in show business history. So I think he's now done 3 episodes. He was in the last one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. He's unaware of this. He's never even seen 1 episode, but he plays the zombie.
And it's probably 2 hours of makeup, right? To get the zombie.
Yeah.
2 hours?
Yes.
But I mean, if you're like, it takes a long time. People think that being an actor is so easy, right? Like, oh, I can just put on some makeup and growl. It's not. It's so technical.
Yeah.
I really felt like, bless his heart, he was trying so hard, but Charlie be like, stand here, look here, do this, act like this, and there's so much going on, and the cameras are rolling, and then you have all this shit on your face, and it burns, and like it's hot or it's cold, like it's.
And he doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't even know where to look, or we just kind of aim him and shove him.
Exactly. So
yeah,
but
he's a good zombie, I would say.
Yeah, he was great, but he definitely, I felt it was like getting like a little like flustered, just because. If you're not used to being on set and then it's happening so fast, you're just like, what the fuck?
Right, yeah.
Great. The makeup looks great. And
the makeup looks great. That's why I was asking.
An artist by the name of Greg Leitner does the makeup. He's done a couple of zombies. Did we do any other? Yeah, he does it, and he's really fast. I think the first time that we did it was funny. We dog bite. We threw all the supplies together, so the makeup that they put on Chris was some weird random makeup that we could grab because all the makeup stores were closed.
That's why I was curious.
Yeah, at the end of the day, Chris went to go take it off, and for like 2 days he had like, it looked like he was in blackface. He just had like the appliance was off, but it just was like brown makeup that stained his face for like 2 days. I don't know what the hell he used. It looked like tree sap or whatever, but he got it off.
Good thing he didn't have anywhere to be or go.
Yeah, I think none of us did at that point, but.
So what did he find? He just used random makeup that he was able to like kind of cobble together?
Yeah, I think it was, I think because nothing was open, we just used whatever he had. I think it was some basic paint, but it was probably might have been beyond its shelf life.
As people will have like a whole kit of stuff that they like already have.
Yeah. It was good. I mean, for me, it was funny because seeing him sitting there with all the chunks of whatever it was on his face, but.
And he doesn't want to quit his day job.
Definitely not. In fact, every time I call him and say, Charlie wants you to come over and do this, I'm absolutely surprised that he says yes to it, but he does. He's like, all right, I'm the Corona zombie. I'm like, well, you're a toy now, you're a toy. So just say yeah.
Cody, is he the guy that's in the photos with you and Charlie? There's a really great photo of you and Charlie. Charlie's wearing a mask. And then the Corona zombie has a mask on, but the mask has like a hole in it.
Yeah.
That's him? Okay, cool. Yeah, no, that makeup's really good.
It is really good, yeah. Greg is a genius makeup artist. He's thrown. My God, we throw these episodes together for nothing, and he really comes and helps us put them together.
Yeah,
I'm texting Chris right now and telling him that we're talking about him.
Ask him to join.
I know. I wish I would.
Send the link to him. He can join the chat.
I always have a huge appreciation for makeup artists that work so quickly, though, because I've been on sets where like that zombie would take 8 hours, and you just don't have the time. But the makeup artist is like, no, this is the time I need. Like every department has their own way of being like, this is the time I need, and they never get the time. So it's like, how adaptable and flexible can you be? So, like Greg a lot.
Let's see if he answers. I wrote it right now.
I got to run for a second. I'll be right back.
Attaboy. Cody, what's going on? So wait, it's Friday. What's going on with your weekend, babe?
My live stream after this, and then I'll probably go to St. Felix, and then.
What's that?
Huh?
What's St. Felix?
In Hollywood?
Yeah.
The bar.
You guys want to come? Yeah.
Oh, are the bars back open now?
Outside. So they have a whole patio. It's like where Kitchen 24 used to be, because now Kitchen 24 is closed on like Cuenca, Selma. But yeah, I'm gonna go out.
Okay, he said he'll sign. How do I tell him to sign on?
Oh, there's a link, StreamYard, that was in your. Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna try it. Hold on.
And then I'm going to Vegas tonight.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Cody, you're the busiest woman in show business. All right, let me see if I can do this. I'm gonna sign on to my thingy. Who cares?
What's Vegas like these days?
I know like clubs and pool parties aren't open, but then like the pools are open. So we're going to, we have a table at Sapphire, the strip club, tomorrow. I'm not always like this, you guys, but there's just like nothing going on here. And I don't ever have like this much free time. So I'm just booking it with like fun stuff. And then every place is a chance to get new content for OnlyFans because I can only take so many pictures in my apartment, you know?
Okay, I think I did it.
Okay, so
listen, he said he would sign on, so look and see if he signs in.
I put it in the private chat in case but you sent it. That's great. Wow. Yeah. Okay. I didn't know bars were open in Hollywood, Cody. Like
outside seating. Yeah.
Outside seating. Which bars? Because I would go around that, like where the Ho-Hi is, like where Musso and Frank sort of between there. There's a bunch of really cool bars.
From that area, it is like Corona zombies for real there right now.
Oh, is it really?
Bad.
So where can you find open bars then?
Pretty close to there. So I go to Cahuenga, Selma. There's like St. Felix, Third Base, Tao. Like they've all set up these like beautiful outside patios. Elbow Room and St. Felix are my two because I like know the bartenders that work there.
I love Elbow Room. That's awesome.
Yeah, and then Sushia, like on Sunset Plaza is all open. So like butcher maker, cappuccino maker, Sushia if you want sushi because like there's nowhere to get sushi right now. So
you cannot. You can't.
The Rainbow Room, they like turn their whole parking lot into seating, and that's like pretty fun. Yeah.
Wow.
If you ever need a to go, like I got you.
Nice. The movie just ended. I love the graphic at the end. What are our final thoughts? And Dahlia, this is your first time seeing it. I'm curious. Okay, you were engaged in conversation, so you didn't really see as much of the movie as you probably would have liked. But what do you think, Dahlia, about this?
Well, I know you guys are laughing, or you were laughing, but I do think it's a very important work of filmmaking, which is why it's on the syllabus for my class. I mean, because in my class and in the book, I talk about how sort of the modern day outbreak narrative is the zombie narrative, right? Because that's where infection has gone, right? And this idea, because it just started with sort of like, 28 Days Later and Resident Evil, this idea where like it's an infection that makes people into zombies, right? That's like a relatively recent phenomenon. And so this idea of taking an actual virus that actually exists. I mean, because you have movies like I Am Legend where it's like, oh, the cure for cancer is what turns people into zombies and stuff like that. But this specificity of like, it is a virus that is happening right now that we still don't understand, and integrating it into a zombie narrative, I think is just incredibly genius. And then it's like, it opens up the whole possibilities where it's like, Trump wants this vaccine to be like on the market before the election. And it's like, well, what if we have an I Am Legend moment? What if the vaccine turns people into zombies? I mean, it's like, there's your sequel. It writes itself. So I just think—
Don't tell Charlie that. But I'm surprised there hasn't already been a Corona Zombies 2, but I have a feeling there will be one in your future.
There has to be.
I think that'll be my phone call in the morning because we were just trying to figure out what we were going to do. He has Femalian coming out in December.
Femalian?
So, yes, part 2, which apparently is very good. I haven't seen it yet. But we're trying to figure out what our next— he's like, it's got to be something newsworthy, and I don't know, it might be time for a sequel. I mean, America loves the Corona Zombies, right?
I'm happy to consult. I can consult.
Yes, we need you in there. We need you in there. We need you to do a side commentary on all of it.
You got it.
And I want to say hi to Kenneth Osmond, who may or may not be watching this. Kenneth Osmond I knew in high school when I went to Kimball High School in Royal Oak, and he was a jock, and all the women loved him. And he was very nice to me because I was a nerd, and he was a cool dude who was very nice to me in gym class. I remember specifically where he was just very nurturing and a cool dude. I know he's a father and a good guy. I just want to say hi to Ken. I can't believe.
Hey, look and see if Chris Zoltz showed up in your little catcher area. He said he would come and say hi.
I'm looking at the green room. He's not in the green room yet. If he comes to the green room, we lost Cody for a second here.
Oh, she'll be back.
Thanks, Ken. Love you, bro. Love you too. Awesome. Look, we raised kids and look at this. That's awesome, Ken. DM me on Facebook. That's great. Thank you. But yeah, so takeaways from Corona Zombies. What are our takeaways? I think that this is a movie that every person I've recommended it to has thanked me after because they had a good time. Because even in the midst of everything that we've experienced in 2020, we still need to laugh.
That's right. When Charlie told me that he wanted to do it, I was completely repulsed and was like, how could you do this? There's Chris Zalt, the Corona Zombie. The reluctant zombie.
Corona Zombie.
So hi Chris.
Hey,
just to finish my sentence, you know, I was like, how can we do this? We can't do this. But you know what Charlie said? And he was absolutely right. He was like, now more than ever is a time for us to laugh. And we didn't make fun of the death and the worry. We kind of went in a different direction. And you know what? I was cringing when he said that, and he was absolutely right. Like, people were
terrified. People were terrified at that time, just like panicking left and right. It was awful. So yeah, he's right.
And as much as I want to talk to you about the zombie aspect and the makeup, what about real estate right now? What's going on?
Not good.
What should I do? Where should I invest?
No, I real estate was not meant for me. It's not my personality type to go into that sort of thing.
Zombies, however.
Yeah, but
you're a zombie star.
No, law.
Yeah, he's a lawyer. He's studying to be a lawyer. But listen,
really?
You're not only a zombie, you're the zombie. There's no other. I think you're the tip of the pyramid. I think you beat the Walking Dead people at this point. I mean, is there any other Corona zombies? I don't know. There's one.
No. The academic says no other Corona zombies.
Thanks.
For better or worse. Yeah.
It's an honor.
So you steal the show.
You do.
I don't know about that.
I feel like
I told him to Chris that like the morning of, I was like, what are you doing today? Nothing. We need you to be a zombie. You're like, I don't think he even knew. He didn't even know what it was for. He's like, yeah, okay,
whatever. I'm free.
That was news to me. I just learned that.
Yeah, no, I done anything related to acting before or anything like that.
You're a natural.
Totally new.
He is now.
Yeah.
So Corona Zombies 2 has to happen. I feel like
does it have to happen?
Yes,
it's probably going to happen.
There needs to be a trilogy. I mean, there's kind of a trilogy. The Barbie trilogy is a thing, right?
Yes.
With starring Cody.
Yeah.
Yes.
But Zombies 2 needs motorcycles. So just
I agree. And then we can have the whole barbed wire thing going on.
I said Kung Fu. I voted for Kung Fu. I told Charlie, please let us revoice an old Kung Fu movie. Yes. Please. There's so many of them, you know.
You need motorcycles. You need stunts. The movie's writing itself.
Yeah. The one Corona zombie.
This is the full moon connected universe. That's what all of Hollywood wants, is a connected universe.
I agree.
So, I mean, when you look at the Puppet Master films, I mean, those are amazing. There's so many of them, and it's just like that. It's been, I don't know. It's the Puppet Master films are, they're very visceral and fun and weird. I've always loved them. But
I know really, Charlie certainly has it. Charlie certainly has it cornered. That market. There's nobody else. There ain't nobody else that does it like Charlie Band does.
But Barbie being sort of this, like she's the Luke Skywalker of the Corona zombies, and seriously, she's the person you look to for how to react. That's why that opening scene is so critical, where she's watching the news. You know, she is us. We identify with her.
Yeah,
she's humanity. Barbie is humanity.
She is. Oh wait. Oh my God. I totally forgot about Evil Bong. Oh well, Evil Bong. You could bring back, like
Are you in Evil Bong?
No, but what I'm saying is you could bring the puppets, the Corona zombie, the Evil Bong, like all one movie. You need to make the Avengers Endgame
with everyone, Ginger Dead Man, Evil Bong, Puppet Master.
It's ever been in a full moon movie. And
yes.
Charlie Band, are you listening? Are you listening, Charlie Band?
Plug your ear, Charlie.
Do this. That's because it's the thing. It's that shot, that end shot in Avengers Endgame.
You are right. You are right. I'm surprised he hasn't done that yet. Yeah.
Why can't you do that with? Look,
William. The Ghoulies, the Puppet Master, all of it.
Every character that's ever been in a Charlie Band film needs to be in one movie.
I'm begging for it.
I just
make it happen.
I stopped by the office today and to pick up these masks, and I'd never been to the office before.
Wait, is it still in downtown LA?
No, he's at Raleigh Studios, dude. He has a beautiful
moved to Raleigh. Oh, okay.
Oh my God, he's at the like a historic Raleigh Studios where they filmed Whatever Happened to Baby Jane and so many other things.
Wow,
amazing. Yeah, he's Charlie Band is just the coolest human being on the planet. There's just no.
It was. There were so many like posters and pictures, and he kind of had a wall of like all the movie covers, and I was like, to see them all next to each other, I was blown away.
Yeah, he's got all the puppets in his office and all the ghoulies and everything. It's all the originals. It's like a museum in there.
Yeah,
he's just the most. I have such huge respect for him and adoration and happiness for my friendship with him. Charlie Band is, he's like Roger Corman. He's like an institute.
I've interviewed him a couple times. If you subscribe to our YouTube channel, I never really ask. I'm like the worst YouTuber ever, but it's like, please subscribe to our channel and share. And also
right.
YouTube is oppressing me. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah,
say it like you mean it. Say it like you mean it.
No, it's hard. It's hard to do that because you feel like a hooker, but
I have no idea what I'm doing. Anyways,
I'll do it for you. Smash that subscribe button.
Smash that subscribe button.
Hit the bell.
So yeah. Well, whatever. But yeah, like yeah. What was I saying? Okay, back to you. Got to do the Avengers Endgame of Full Moon Entertainment. It has to happen. Make it happen. William Butler.
No, don't blame me.
Come on,
have Charlie do it. Have Charlie do it. You know what I want to hear? I want to hear Chris Zulch do his Corona.
Oh, you gotta do it. Please. Okay,
that's what I want to hear.
Let's do it.
I'll get yelled at about that.
Screen. I'll bring everybody back, but you got to do it.
Full screen.
Gotta do it full screen. Just a minute. Just a minute.
We'll My friend's sleeping over there, but he'll have to
here we go. Just a sec.
Corona.
Very good. Very good.
That was amazing.
My one
show business history.
My one word.
History.
I want to say,
I'm telling you, like 9 times out of 10, he's like, "What is it? What am I doing? What is this?" Just shut up and just say Corona. Just say Corona. I'm like, "Have you told your parents about this?" He's like, "Absolutely not."
No.
You are the Corona zombie.
You are the Corona zombie. You are.
Forever and always.
I'm sorry.
And you're gonna have an action figure.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Where is that?
That's like
it's coming. It only takes like 5 years to make it happen. You'll be 40 by the time he comes out, but it will come out.
I'm honored to have.
Yeah, you look very youthful.
That's like inconceivable. I can't imagine.
It'll be Blade.
How this all happened.
Blade Platinum or whatever. It's Blade Titanium action figure, and then Corona Zombie.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Totally off topic, but Chris, you should ask Ethan to show you the little mini Dahlia that he made.
Oh, I have not heard of the mini Dahlia.
So yeah. So my dream would be to have an action figure. So I feel like for me, you've come a long way.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't have an action figure myself, but yeah.
Yeah, I think there should be a Chris action figure, actually.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, a hatchet and a film can.
A friend of mine actually wrote a screenplay. William, maybe this will interest you. where it was a remake of The Warriors, but it was Doctor Who fans that missed the last shuttle at San Diego Comic-Con. So they had to walk to their hotel and they encounter other groups of fans.
And they kill each other.
And they're all mocking them for being Doctor Who fans. But
why is this not like a giant $100 million movie?
I know. I want to read this.
Give it to Will Ferrell. Give it to Will Ferrell.
Justin Stanley wrote this script. So it's like when Doctor Who wasn't popular, right? Like Doctor Who was like, it's popular now, but like it wasn't popular like 15 years ago. So
we just didn't know what it was.
Well, true. I remember it when I was a kid because it was like it was like you'd watch Monty Python and Doctor Who and
Space 1999.
Space 1999, like all, and Star Lost. That's a really obscure one. But yeah, so he wrote this script, and so what happens is the Doctor Who fans try to walk to their hotel, and they run into like Klingons and other groups of fans. But like Doctor Who in the hierarchy of fandom is like the lowest. So a friend of mine wrote that script. It's a great script, Justin Stanley. So Ken Osmond, maybe that'll get made. I don't know. I feel like after this, people are going to be after this year, people are done with politics. Let's just all try to get along.
So. I sure pray.
Let's all just try to get along, and we're all Americans. You know,
can we all breathe? Can we all breathe?
We can, yeah, we can. We're gonna survive this year, and I think we'll be perhaps more grateful and for everything that we have. That's what I think.
Oh,
so, and I don't know if I disagree with Neil. We never need a Chris Gore Funko Pop. That should never. You know what we need? We need a Cody. We need a Cody.
Yes, Cody.
Cody should have a Funko Pop.
I'll take it.
That would be awesome. So what are our final takeaways on Corona Zombies? We agree there should be a sequel, and we're going to try to convince Charlie Band to do the Avengers Endgame of
your argument.
That's
your argument. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Cody. I would say Cody starts with the end of this.
Everyone's final thoughts as we close out our watch party.
Oh, well, what I learned from the movie was that you should sing happy birthday while you wash your hands, because that's how you.
Yes, that's true.
Okay.
Corona tips.
Corona tips. Okay.
What else?
What else?
I learned that
anything else
possible.
You want to throw in there?
You never know what direction your life's going to go in.
You could wake up one morning and get a random phone call and say, "Could you please dress as a zombie?" Oh, by the way, it's a Corona zombie. And I know that you don't understand that this is a pandemic, but could you still dress up as a zombie? Okay, I'll do it.
Yeah. You never know what can happen. Never know.
Dahlia, this is your first time watching Corona Zombies. Your takeaways.
Well, I mean, I've already said that it gets the academic gold star. And I think you and I were talking about how I'm the sort of like accidental zombie expert. And the real truth, the very secret truth, is that I don't really like zombie movies. And one of the reasons I don't like zombie movies is because a lot of times they're really just sort of boring and just sort of like the same story over and over and over again. So whenever I get a zombie movie that's doing something different, like for instance, Shaun of the Dead, which we were talking about earlier, I get so excited because it's like, oh, you're breathing some fresh air into this stale, zombie corpse. And I think Corona Zombies is all about that sort of fresh air and just the fact that it's incorporating our reality into this zombie narrative. It's just like, it just blows my mind. It's just genius. Those are my final words.
For my final words, I will say that even though I was completely shocked and repulsed by the concept, I will say that it was one of the few things during this time period that I was able to laugh at. And for that, I'm very appreciative that I'm a part of it and that I helped create it. I certainly was not the only one. But it did come at a time that we were afraid to leave our houses and that we were all able to at least laugh at the absurdity of it in a South Park sort of a way. that it was sort of a Mad Magazine take on what could have been something catastrophic, which seems like it's eventually working it out. So for me personally, I was happy to be able to laugh for 30 seconds and breathe. And that is exactly what Charlie said it was going to be. And I don't know how the hell he knew that. But again, that's Charlie Band.
He's a genius.
He is.
Final thoughts.
I would say also, if I could just say, Danny Draven, Charlie Band, John Lachago, Robin O'Rourke, and Jojo Draven, who did the music for the show. Thank you for pulling it out of your ass in probably like 42 hours. Everybody did a great job. Chris for stepping up when he didn't even know what it was. And certainly Cody, who provided an amazing balance of prettiness and comedy and willingness to gamble and be a part of this. So for me,
yay,
thank
Cody!
you. I'm done talking. Bye.
Wow. Well, I think that really just says it all. I want to thank everybody. I want to thank Charlie Band. I want to thank everyone, Dahlia, Cody, William, the Corona Zombie. I want to thank I want to thank you all. This was so much fun. And it's also like just my intention to bring to light, like, we all know about Marvel movies and Star Wars movies and Disney movies and Pixar movies, but the world doesn't revolve around those movies. There are so many great independent films that I think are worth your time. Corona Zombies is one of those movies. And we do these watch parties to bring light to these films. And so I want to encourage anyone watching this to see an independent film, see a movie that has heart and zombies and boobs. And what I also, I just think it's just really important to diversify your taste. You know, if you eat McDonald's every day, there was a documentary about that, probably not the best thing for your health. Morgan Spurlock proved that. And I feel like if you just watch the factory films that Hollywood puts out, not good for your media intake, watch an independent film, see Corona Zombies. I want to thank everybody who was on this. This live stream was awesome. This was so much fun.
Yay. Thank you all. And thank you for inviting us.
Yes. And this will not be the last time that all of you are on here, because we're going to do it again when Corona Zombies 2 comes out. And like, share, subscribe, and smash that whatever button. Thank you, everybody. This was great. We had.
Yay! Thank you, guys.
The Rat Official says hi, everyone.
Hi, Rat Official.
Out. I love you all. Let's do the Love Boat kiss.
Thank you all.